What sort of research did you have to do before writing Fountain of Diamonds? Because the story has so many elements, from various geographical locations to diamond mining and joint venture mining to nuclear testing in French Polynesia, radiation and contamination politics, missing people. Where do you even start with compiling and linking everything together?
Well, I guess the reason why the science fiction novel was so crap was because it was all imagination and creativity and no structure, right? So I credit my move into the consulting world and doing research as part of that and writing research reports as benefiting this novel. If I hadn't done what I'm doing now, I don't think I would have been as disciplined, right? And I had a very good mentor going into consulting, Toby Ford, whose funeral I just went to on Monday. 88 years of age, Toby, and he was still at his desk, you know, doing his final research, you know. And Toby taught me a few things when I went into consulting. Firstly, don't be so verbose, because I was. And I think my brother Brian, if he's here or is still stuck at Jesmond, he used to, because he got me into BHP, because he was already in there, so he helped me in my career there. But he said to people, my brother can talk the leg off a dead kangaroo, right? It took me a while to work out what that actually meant, but I figured it's a long leg, so it would take you a long time to eat it, right? So Toby taught me to be not so verbose. He's very good at English, so he said to me, in this life of consulting, you write for your life. If you write a proposal, you have to convince the client that you understand what the client wants. You've got to convince the client that you have methodology that's going to get you to the answer, and you've got to be able to wrap that up in what you're going to deliver for. If you don't do that effectively, you won't get a job. You don't get a job, you don't get paid. And then the research, you know, he had a very structured way of doing research. He had a research file. It had chapters in it, chapters that would gather the evidence, gather the data, and would work its way through from the beginning to a sensible conclusion. So when you write a research report and you've got all this data in there, it's all been collected, it's all been put together in a fashion that's then going to be the structure of this report, and then the conclusion that you draw at the end has to fit with the research you did, right? So when I did the first draft of this, it wasn't a full draft, it was just a story outline. And then I started doing more research, created the folder, created the chapters, and as I did more research, more things came to light which changed the story. But I didn't really write the first draft till I had my research folder finished, and it changed a lot of the direction.